Okay, here we have example 2, and this is simplifying complex fractions. One thing I like about this example is it's only got one fraction on top and one on the bottom, so we don't have to combine anything for step 1. Alright, so it is not applicable. It's already one fraction divided by one fraction. We can go ahead and jump to example 2, or step 2. Alright, so step 2 is divide the denominator. Okay, in other words, keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the top the way it is, just like this. Change division to multiplication, flip the bottom. So the 4x goes on top, the 10x minus 20 goes on bottom. Okay, pretty easy. So the question is, how do we simplify this? Doesn't look like anything cancels. Now, if you remember our lesson on simplifying fractions, or simplifying rational expressions, you have to factor, right, and then cancel from there. So we're going to factor as much as we can here and see what we can cancel. So the first expression, kind of jump back and forth here, we can pull a 5 out of here. So that's going to become 5 times x squared minus 4. The next expression, 2x plus 2, we can pull a 2 out. So it's going to become 2 times x plus 1. 4x we can't do anything with. You can just leave this 4x. Down here we can pull a 10 out. It's going to become 10 times x minus 2. Now, this can be factored again using difference of squares. So this will become x plus 2, x minus 2, right? So now that we've completely factored everything, you know, I even went a step further with the 4x. I broke it down to 2 times x, just so you can see that these 2's will cancel. Or you could just see it as 4 divided by 2. You're going to end up with a 2 on top. But I really broke it down there just in case. So now that we factored everything, we can cancel. We can cancel either up and down, just like this, if we can, or we can also cross cancel, which is what we're going to be doing in this example. So a lot of things are going to be canceling. First of all, we actually have a 5 and a 2 up here, which make 10. So if you put this 5 and 2 together, you're going to cancel with the 10 down here on the bottom. Okay. Next up, we have a second 2, which we can cross cancel with this 2 down here. And the reason we can do this is because of this multiplication in the middle. It allows us to cross cancel. If this was adding or subtracting, would not be able to do that. Alright, and then this x can't cancel with anything, so we'll leave it. However, these x minus 2's will cancel. And so that actually leaves us with x plus 2 and x on top, and then x plus 1 on bottom. Okay? Now I'm already alluding to the fact. So, okay, here's the thing. You know, depends on your teacher, depends on the curriculum or whatever. This might be your final answer. X plus 2 times x over x plus 1. Right? Or you could even put the x out front. Sometimes, though, depending on who you ask, you would multiply this back out, because you're still going to end up with just 2 terms on top if you multiply that out. Okay, either way, depending on who your teacher is, you know, it's pretty close to the same thing. So the final answer here, if we do multiply back out, is x squared plus 2x over x plus 1, which is certainly much simpler with this complex fraction that we started out with. So that's this for example 2. If you have any other questions about this example or complex fractions, simplifying them, let me know.